So we are back with yet another She Writes event, and today we are going to go into Akankssha's author journey. But before we delve into Akankssha's book, Akanksha, would you like to quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Shwetha, for this interview. So I'm Akanksshaa, and I'm a Chopra certified health and meditation teacher and a well-being coach. I'm also a positive intelligence coach and an ex-IBMer, and I have extensive corporate experience, out of which 20 plus years in finance, IT, and I have my own coaching training venture, and I help people rewire mind, raise vibration, align purpose, and to live a life of abundance and freedom. So that's a little bit about me.
So beautiful. And if we were to delve into the book, and I can see it in the background there as well, the untold legend. If you were to, go back to the beginning of your journey of being an author, what did you want to give birth to by writing this book?
Yeah, so I think I'll answer this in two parts, because before I tell you what I wanted to give birth to, I would give you a little bit of snapshot of how the book itself got birth through me, because I had not planned on writing this book at all. It was through my son that this book has got birth. My son, 17-year-old son, crossed over in 2020, and I am connected with him spiritually. I've been a spiritual teacher for many years, but the spiritual awakening that happened after he crossed over is at a different level altogether. I thought like I lost my life altogether. But I got in touch with him, as in he got in touch with me rather, through dreams, through meditations, and this book is inspired by and written with spiritual downloads from him. So essentially, he inspired me to write this book in May, and within 30 days, I wrote the book, which itself is like a miracle. And that's how this book got birthed. And what I wanted to give birth to through this book is, so the untold legend, before we go on to the book itself, the untold legend, the title itself is the title that my son had chosen for his book when he was physically here. And he was going to write that book, and we had explored the possibilities. He didn't finish it, so I decided to carry the same title for the book. And this is about mother-child relationship at different levels, at the biological level. So what many people don't know is, when a child is born, a child's cells are left in mother's body for decades, even after a child is born. And it's called microchimerism. So mother-child relationship is not just at the cellular or genetic level. It's at the it's at different levels, biological level, at the soul level, and that deep bond I have explored through this book. So what I wanted to give birth to, or rather through me, what has birthed in this book is the mother-child relationship at a different level, scientifically, spiritually. I've included a lot of scientific research. Also, our relationship with Mother Earth, and what has happened through humanity, through several generational patterns, and how we can break the patterns which don't serve us and carry on the patterns which serve us, and what values we want to continue through the future generations, and how we can have a good sense of well-being and a high expanded consciousness on Mother Earth, how we can connect with Mother Earth, how we can connect with each other. And so this book has explored this in various levels, I would say. Consists of diverse topics, but essentially it is about well-being and education. And I'm very humbled and privileged to say that it has become #1 bestseller in special education category and well-being education, biology, and journals categories. I've given some journal prompts to explore your well-being also, how it can help you to break your patterns and expand your consciousness. So I wanted to help all the women and children, and of course, it's not just women and children, but everybody through this book to expand their consciousness, well-being, and in general, uh, educating themselves through this. So this book is about that.
Wow, what a beautiful, sounds like such a powerful book and comes from such a deep personal purpose that I can see resonating through your words. And I'm sure that must have been a very difficult time as well to even think about writing a book, especially when you're saying that, you never thought of writing a book before that and it happened in that period. What was that tipping point that probably got you to start the journey of capturing it?
So that tipping point was my son. I have been healing myself since he crossed over, even though I'm blessed and I'm absolutely blessed to be connected with him spiritually. Still, obviously, as a mother, I definitely feel the physical presence, loss of his physical presence, him not being here. So I've been working on healing myself a lot, and he kind of literally inspired me and pushed me to. So every day he used to wake me up that right, because these downloads come at a certain time. They come very early morning, like around 4 to 6. That is the best time to get these downloads. So he used to. So somewhere in May, he kind of guided me to write this book, and then literally he used to wake me up that, come on, wake up and write, wake up and write. And there were days where, like 1 or 2 days in between that, I didn't get the downloads. And I didn't write in that case because it was completely like inspired by him. And whenever I got the downloads, I used to take the downloads and then expand on that. So that was the entire writing process for me. And the tipping point was essentially him telling me to write it.
Right. And that's so beautiful. And I'm not sure, I feel like I already know the answer, but still I'm going to ask you that saying, what was the driving force that kept you going in terms of making sure that you were on the path at completing the manuscript?
Yeah, so it was him basically, and also this purpose, because I know that even though he has crossed over, I am here for some purpose. I have my own life purpose here, and my purpose is to help people expand their consciousness. And if I have to do that, I have to reach people, and I have book is one of the best ways to reach people. And I thought my only wish and desire through this book is that people find some comfort and sense of well-being. They see miracles in their life, and because I have seen so many synchronicities that have happened to me in the recent past. So that guidance is always accessible to us, like how my son is guiding me throughout my life. We each one of us has a designated spirit guide and angels assigned to us specifically throughout our lifetime, and not just some of them are across lifetimes, and they guide us. And uh, people don't know about this many times, that we can actually connect with them, get guidance whenever we feel stuck, whenever we feel stagnated, or even when we don't have the clarity. We can connect with them, and we can seek their guidance. So this is something I wanted to convey, and this is something that has to reach out to maximum people, and that was something that kept me driving over and above my kid, of course.
Again, I'm sensing that being, pulled by that purpose to be able to reach more and more people, to awaken and give that consciousness and spread that light. And as you were going through this journey, were there any barriers that came up, anything in terms of obstacles that you had to navigate, and what helped you navigate them?
Yeah, so as I had mentioned that there were times where I would not get downloads because uh, at times there is a flow, and then it comes like a waterfall. It literally flows like through you, and it may sound esoteric, and I know that I myself I am from science, technology, business background. I've done MBA in finance from Symbiosis, and I'm doing PhD in education psychology. So people who are very very left brain, for them this sounds very esoteric, but these are experiential things. So I would urge everybody to actually experience this connection with the divine. And it might be for me, Ganesha is very close to my heart since my childhood. In fact, I have created a Sanskrit chanting course also, for which I have more than 5,000 students. But so essentially we connect with the divinity, and the divinity outside of, as well as the divinity within us, and seek that guidance. And then whenever there are any obstacles, there may be times where you don't have clarity, where you feel that imposter syndrome. So many times all of us feel that, oh, who am I to write this? What gives me this authority to write this? Or you think that there are so many authors who are all, there are millions of books, and who's going to read my book? So these kind of thoughts come, and you kind of go back again to where you started, and think that, okay, is this something that you want to reach to those people who need it? And even though there are millions of people, there are some who are waiting for you, because it's all it's a play of the divine. Those who are meant to receive knowledge from you will receive knowledge from you. So if you are not doing the uh, purpose, I mean, if you're not doing what you're meant to do in alignment with your purpose, you're doing a disservice to yourself, to your higher self. And that is what again helped me overcome the obstacles. So even though there are so many limiting beliefs, so many doubts and self-doubt and all this imposter syndrome and challenges, all these obstacles I have overcome again and again, reminding myself that it's okay. uh, I am getting guided, I'm getting supported, and I need to keep going. I need to express my truth, and I need to express it authentically, because this is my journey, and I need to uh, tell it to people so that it helps those. Yeah, one of the things I missed sharing earlier is that I had written a LinkedIn post actually on his birthday on 1st November last year, and I had hundreds and hundreds of people reaching out to me, and they could resonate with me so much, and it deeply touched them. And that is also one of the reasons. And I had mentioned over there that if something deeply from your soul wants to express itself from the depth of your soul, you need to express it at the risk of sounding vulnerable, or at the risk of being vulnerable. And that is what kept me going in spite of so many challenges and obstacles.
I almost had goosebumps as I heard that, but I'm sensing again that connection with the divinity playing such a large purpose that it overcomes whatever doubts or fears that we as individuals might face. Thank you so much for sharing that so vulnerably. Uh, Deep gratitude. I think just as we get to the end of the conversation, is there any message you'd like to share with budding or aspiring authors?
Yeah, I would say that write and express your truth, because if you don't do it, you are doing a disservice to yourself and to the people who are meant to read your book. And it's fine even if it reaches 5 people, 10 people. And for me, I'm fortunate that it has already, even though it is within a short period of time, it has reached many people. And so many people have sent me photographs with the book and highlighting the chapters of the book or the pages. And I feel really privileged and grateful that people have shared this with me. When I started writing this book, I didn't have this thing in mind that it should reach those many people or something like that. I just wrote because my kid asked me to write, and because I thought it's my purpose to write, and it's my dharma to express my truth authentically. And that's why many times, especially as new authors, you may think, who am I to write this? And you will have self-doubt and you will get writer's block and all these things will happen. They're real. But you need to, and many times you will feel you're too busy to write. And how will I write? I am like doing this, doing that. You will get overwhelmed. All these challenges will come. It's important that you keep going. It's important that you sit and write. And the best time to write is early morning, where you can connect with your guides and ask for guidance, and you will receive it. Initially, you will feel, oh, this is too esoteric, or but when you actually sincerely connect, you will be able to connect whoever you believe in, whether it's universe, God, or you ask for guidance, ask for your guides, your angels, and they will guide you. And keep going and think that, yes, even if my book reaches a few people, but it has to reach those who are meant to read it. Think from that perspective and then express your truth through the book.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Akansha. And I definitely hope that the Untold Legend reaches as many people as it needs to, and they get the, whatever they came looking for through your book. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.